Alrighty, hello everyone. Sorry for the zero notice on starting early, but I was texted about a half hour ago. Do you want to see Transformers at 7? And I was like, I'd love to, but then it was like, well, if I'm seeing a movie at 7, I probably have to start a little bit early so we can at least finish at least one mini today. So, 4 p.m. it is. Yup. We're just gonna go over to Big Reese. I don't know why I haven't yet, but here he is. My hair is a bit damp. Otherwise, I'm looking over at my other monitor because I'm still chopping maple trees. I've chopped about 6,000. I'm really close now to being done with chopping maple trees in RuneScape. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to talk about. TwitchCon's going on right now. I'm not there. I think that's okay. I know a lot of you guys are there. I hope people who are there and are now watching this as a VOD or an archive are having a good time or did have a good time. Yeah, I painted a Space Marine last night and I was happy with it. And so I was like, you know what? It's been a second since we painted a Space Marine on stream. It was probably the bike guy, the one bike guy. It might have been like what, beginning of last week. Hello Worm, what's up? Why is Twitch recommending me Kamala Harris? It's because they are pushing them. They push Harris, they push Trump too whenever they're live. I am overlapping the vice president. I am overlapping oh, GDQ. I'm overlapping GDQ. I didn't know there was a GDQ going on right now. GDQ Express, presented by Peloton. Someone's doing Lies of P right now. I love GDQ. Shit. I didn't even know this was happening right now. Yeah. But I mean, that's really it for me today. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm hungry, but I'm probably going to eat before the movie. We'll probably planning on ending stream around 6:15. About 2 hours, 10 minutes from now. So, yeah. Okay, well, we'll just swap over unless anyone has anything they want to say. Okay, we're swapping over. Happy Friday. Yep, okay. Here we go. That bit is so funny because there's nothing you guys ever need to say. Like, what does that mean? If you guys say something, I'm not swapping over, you know? It's such a stupid bit. Am I watching it too later? Yep, I'm seeing it in about 3 hours. Okay, swapping. anything? Oh, I forgot to get new paint water. Scheiße. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Okay. I always shut the door to my room even though I'm home alone. Anyone else do that? Anyone else do that? I just don't like having my back to the open door for like hours because I get really absorbed in mini painting, so it's like you never really like I would have no idea if there's something behind me, you know? Okay. Let's open up my stream. Okay. Wait, where's Junji Ito? There he is. He fell. Okay, so here we are. I guess I'll show off what I did yesterday. I painted the Tech Marine from the other night. Tech Marines are supposed to be red, but I don't like that. So I just painted his kneecap red and his Tech Marine shoulder pad red. And I think that's fine. I'm pretty happy with how he came out. He looks pretty good. The Tech Marines also have like the Mechanicus symbol on them. It's the gear with the skull, and it's half and half black and white. And wow, that sure was a pain in my ass to do. Here too, half and half, black and white. And here too, half and half, black and white. But it turned out pretty good, I think. His little red kneecap, his little arm, all the cables. He has a lot of different metallics. I got to use tons of different metallics on him, different silver shades, different, a couple coppers. But yeah, he turned out fun. I like this guy. He services the dreadnoughts. He's got his little holster, his little pouches, his robot arm, his little mechadendrite. Yeah, he's fun. So I like him a lot. I'm happy with how he came out. He's pretty clean with all the little cables and stuff on him. I didn't fuck up a whole lot, so he turned out good. So yeah, that was who I painted yesterday on my off time. He turned out good. I like him. Little Tech Marine. And today I was thinking that we should paint good old Torgaradon. Yup. The big Gravis guy. Big Gravis captain. He's got the big shoulder-mounted gun. He's got a big cape. He's got his goopy cable because the plastic was messed up, so I had to super glue it, so it looks kind of whack down there, but that's okay. He has this really big fist. Yeah, Torgaradon. So I think that's who we're doing today. Trying to get my paper towel in order. I like his fancy cape. Me too. It's kind of like over the shoulder. That's kind of fun. It also doesn't obscure much of his like actual form, so it's not like, because like he's like completely open at this angle, so it's really easy to like get to his legs and underside and stuff. So yeah, Torgaradon. I should probably open up his schematics. Torgaradon. And downloading, downloading, downloading. Alrighty, well that was easy. I downloaded him real quick in my little eyeballs. So, we'll just get started, honestly. I need to get a new peanut butter brush. My peanut butter brushes are looking really whack. Look at them. They're starting to really, be bad. So, we need to buy some new, really cheap synthetic brushes at, like, Hobby Lobby or something. And, get some new peanut butter brushes. Because those are starting to be too crummy to get any use out of. They're too split. You can't get any detail work. They're good for pushing it around open spots on bases, but you're not gonna get like any like good, like if I needed to get like in here next to his foot with peanut butter, like those aren't gonna be able to do it without getting it everywhere. Yeah. I'm hoping we can finish this guy in the time allotted. I have about I have about 2 hours from right now to finish this. So, I'm hoping I can get it done. He has a lot of details, but they're not necessarily super, like... Brother, please tell me you're not an Imperial Fist player? Joke's on you. I'm an Imperial Fist collector. I don't play at all. But I do like the Imperial Fist, so if that still counts, I'm sorry for letting you down. Camera, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Thank you. I'm sorry. Well, if that's something to do with like the Imperial Fist being shit on the tabletop or whatever, doesn't affect me. I just like the way they all look. The yellow boys all assembled and painted. The big old yellow boys. I don't even know if they're bad on the tabletop. I know generally how they play, but I don't play, so I don't really know like if that play style is like not meta or whatever right now. I know they generally use a lot of bolter weapons. They generally have lots of Gravis armor, heavy intercessors, aggressors, maybe eradicators, but those aren't bolter weapons. I just like the yellow boys. I think they're neat. I like Dorn. I like Gravis armor. I think Gravis armor is really cool. I play Dornian Heresy Iron Warriors. Oh, that's very funny, actually. Dornian Heresy is really cool. For those in chat who don't know what that is, it's a Warhammer alternate history where generally the sides of the Horus Heresy are flipped. So the loyalists in canon are like traitors, and the traitors in canon are the loyalists. So in his setting, I'm painting the bad guys and he's painting the good guys. But in canon, the Iron Warriors and Imperial Fists are like staunch rivals. I don't know much about the Dornian Heresy, but it's really cool. $40K is really good for that kind of stuff, like alternate history. Hello, I love that yellow. Me too. Contrast, Citadel Contrast, Imperial Fist, is one of the best colors they put out. And that's solely because yellow is a pain in the ass. And with this paint, it's not. It's not a pain in the ass now. It is now, in fact, goated and easy. Because this paint is super good. Super good. I'm not going to try to, like, speed run this. If we don't finish, we don't finish. But I'm pretty confident being able to finish this guy in 2 hours. He's got a lot of detail, but he's not, like, tons of different colors and tones. He's still a big guy in yellow armor. So he'll come together pretty quick once we start out. I love Gravis armor. I really didn't at first. When I first saw Space Marines in Gravis, I was really not a fan. But the more I see of it, I'm like, you know what? I kind of like these big bulky boys. Gravis armor is, for those who don't know, it's the Mark 10 armor that's heavy. It's like the big chunky armor where they kind of have the high heels on, and they got bigger helmets and like tends to have hoods, like armored hoods and collars. Like he's got Gravis on, you know, mostly because he's got the high heels. I thought it looked silly, Gravis. I don't mind Primaris at all. I think generally Primaris Marines are really good. But the worst thing about losing Firstborn was the loss of the Mark 7 or Mark 9 or whatever, the Screamer helmet. The very stereotype Space Marine helmet. That helmet to this day is still the best and most iconic Space Marine helmets. If I can find a source of like 3D printed bits for those in like large numbers, I would absolutely buy them because I really like those helmets. And the Primaris helmet is just not as cool. It's just not. Not too worried if I get this over things that are going to be metallic. I'm just trying not to get it on things that are going to be black, if I can help it. But it's not the end of the world. So today's Friday. Everybody excited about that? No more work for 2 whole days. Isn't that fun? 2 days. That's all you get anymore, and you're very spoiled. So that's it. Only 2. Sorry. I kind of want to move to like Switzerland. Don't they have a better work-life balance there? People always say, yeah, but they get taxed out the ass. I'm already poor. I don't care if I'm going to get taxed out the ass there. I already have $2. You know? It's just not that important to me. 2 days of what? The weekend. It's Friday. You get 2 days off. At least I would hope so. Unless you work in some really hellish capitalist nightmare where weekends don't exist. But I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Where you can't legally work more than X amount of hours a week without a break unless you, like, volunteer for more work or something, you know? Like, there has to be some kind of, like, consent to working that much. Oh, I don't work. SO works in the restaurant, so weekends don't exist? Oh, heard. So you have 4 11s and then 3 days off. That's honestly not terrible. As someone who basically used to work 5 10s, 4 11s is really not bad. But I was very used to working 10s. I know a lot of people are used to working like 7s and 8s, but 4 11s, that's not terrible. I think I would probably rather work 4 11s than 5 8s. The only issue is that shit better be 11. You understand? Like, I better not be constantly having to stay late and do other things. Like, oh, sorry, today it's gotta have to be 12. Like, no. I signed up for 4 11s. It better be 11. Five tens? Yuck. I mean, that's fast food and restaurants for you. Especially when you're in leadership. No, you can't. The place will burn down without you, so you have to stay. You have to. You're the last one to leave at close, and you're the first one there at open. And during the shift, you take less breaks. You do more work. That's just restauranting. You can't, especially fast food, you just can't depend on a 17-year-old to be good at their job. And that's not a criticism of 17-year-olds, mind you. They've never had a job before. Of course they're not going to be good at it. Or have a brain. Their brain still has like another 8 years in the oven. You know? Well, it's just about all the yellow base coats done. They wanted to move up from management, but managers don't get a pay raise from servers. What's the point then? Why would anyone want to be a manager if they don't get more money? That doesn't make any sense. Why would anyone accept that position? That's actually nonsense. Like, what? Because even my dog shit pay at Chick-fil-A, I was making like $3.50 more than the average team member. As a team lead, I wasn't even like a supervisor yet. Supervisors made almost like 19, maybe? 17 to 19, depending on your seniority. My life was so epic back then. Working 5 10s and still paycheck to paycheck. I didn't even live very expensive at all. Like, I didn't buy much. My rent wasn't really super high. It's just the cost of living is just ridiculous. Better healthcare plan and more consistent pay. I mean, yeah, that's kind of crap. And you don't have to answer this, but if your partner is a server and you don't work, how do you guys live? I can't imagine trying to live off of that income with 2 people. I can't even live off that income on 1 person in the Southeast. In the West Coast, that's impossible. He makes more now than he did as a salesperson in a major tech company? What the fuck? What kind of serving job is that? Is he getting $1,000 in tips a day? That's wild. Come on, camera. Camera. Thank you. I mean, good for y'all. Shit. My little bumblebee boys. How's everyone? Good. Add water on my brush, motherfucker. Every time. The malevolent water droplet. I really like this model. He's got a very dynamic pose. He's got a very cool like silhouette. He's got cool like gribbons and stuff that other people don't get. Like his big shoulder mounted gun, his fucking big fist. You know, this guy has a fucking fist the size of his own torso. That's awesome. Missed a spot with the yellow. They don't call them the Imperial Fists for nothing. Ironically, I don't think they have like power fist, like special power fist rules. Because again, generally, I kind of alluded to it earlier, talking about their rules on the table. I believe they're generally a shooting faction. Lots of bolt guns. Heavy intercessors. Normal intercessors. Maybe eliminators. There's kind of yellow bits under that their shoulder plates attached to shoulder like armor connectors, and I miss those connectors in here. So I was just getting those. And I noticed when I was down here, I missed his pee-pee. His little cod piece. Can't be missing that. One of them should shoot a giant fist the size of a Mario Bullet Bill. That would be very funny. Guys, I only need like 80,000 more woodcutting XP, and I'm 75 woodcutting, and my long vigil at woodcutting is at an end. I have cut so much. It's a lot of banked fletching XP, so that's pretty good. But like, damn. I have cut so much. I always hate this black stat, but gotta do it. I'm bad at it. Doing the shoulder pads cleanly. But we can always clean it up later. I spent all day mining coal. Let's go mining. Mining is very chill, especially if you're a member and have access to the Motherlode mine. The Motherlode mine is so AFK. So AFK. Griff really got me into something so dense and interesting, but also this is all-consuming. I mean, it's a hobby for a reason. People spend most of their free time on this stuff, like me. I watch tons of Warhammer content, both hobby content, lore content, even though I don't play, like tabletop content, lots of battle reports. There's a channel, a very well-known channel in the hobby. His name is Auspex Tactics, and this guy will literally upload like 3 videos a day about rules and upcoming boxes and hypotheticals and just all kinds of stuff. Camera, I see you. But yeah. It is designed to be the only thing in your life. Like a lot of things are. Like back when I was super into like HoloLive, back in like 2020, 2021, like I would spend most of my free time consuming HoloLive related content. Streams, clips, Twitter stuff, the subreddit. It's just the nature of most hobbies. That's why RuneScape rules, yep. Because RuneScape takes a lot of time, yes, but it doesn't need your undivided attention. You are free to do other things. There's always something to AFK in RuneScape. Always, always, always. Camera. I know I'm not the best at saying what paints I'm giving at any given moment, but that's because you guys have heard it all before. Like, can anyone name the black paint that I'm using right now? You started rune crafting. Why does it give such little XP? Rune crafting is notorious for being the worst and most annoying skill in the game. No? I've said it plenty of times. Tisk tisk. I don't think I've said it this stream, though. And that's what that comment was about. I realized I hadn't said it at all this stream. It's Black Legion. Citadel Contrast, Black Legion. It's the black I use when I need something really opaque. I sometimes use Black Templar if I need something with worse coverage or a little bit different finish. And I sometimes use Speed Paint Grim Black when I want something that's really transparent in comparison. But if I need something to be like black, this is what I use. Black Legion. It says contrast paint, but this thing offers no contrast. It's just black. Old ones and like Space Hulks, Dead Ships, yeah. The old ones are interesting because they don't have. It is cool as easy. I don't know why it's sent twice. They just don't have a lot of lore. The old ones. And then they had lore, and their lore was basically here they are, and then they got killed. And then they were gone. That was it. Oh, Monkey Brain. Thanks for subbing. They subbed for 6 months. Holy moly, 6 whole months? That's such a long ass time. That's half of a year. That's 26 weeks. That's crazy. I watched the movie. See ya. Bye. You know, this guy has a sculpted Imperial Fist symbol on his shoulder, and as much as decals are incredibly annoying, this is a pain in the ass to paint. I'm gonna have to do a lot of cleaning up on it. I've been trying to get into Space Marine chapters, and the only ones I really like are Ultramarines and Salamanders. Those are both safe choices. Nothing wrong with those. Gotta lock in and work. BRB, hope you have fun. Thank you. Bye. Bye, Wolfram. They aren't dicks. Lamenters are cool too, because they get owned. Yeah, Lamenters get owned more than any Space Marine chapter. They're like a meme at this point. Bye, Orbital. That's Link Poke Park fan to you. She always gets really mad when we call her Orbital Circuit. Bitch, you chose the name. Not the government name? Yeah. Alrighty. I can start doing some of the brown. Oh, he looks like a bee? Yeah, I like the Imperial Fist because they're black and yellow. They're fun. It's a fun scheme to do because they look good. Every time y'all say ZZ, I had to add the extra Z because the other version was taken. Oh. Would you just prefer maze? We can do maze. He's gonna stop looking a bit like a bee because we're gonna start getting some other colors on. No, just Z. Like that's your name. Heard. Dragon Ball. Z. Sparking Zero comes out soon. I had forgotten about it. Like October 10th, the new Dragon Ball game. Fucking $70. Guess I'll kill myself. You know? Alright, guess I'll kill myself. You want me to spend $70 on a game? That's, I mean, my blood's on your hands. You know? The thing is, like, I get it. I do. A company should, after $60 being the standard for like over a decade, you know what? Sure. Video games should go up in price. How about my wages, though? No? Well, then you better not be raising the price of that damn game. You know? That's my whole thing about it. I definitely get it. Video games should cost more. They've been $60 a long time. I'm talking about American dollars, not your made-up Australian money. The fuck they use in Australia? Dollars. But they make it up. It's all made up. Dollary-doos, exactly. They call them dollars, but then you hear the prices, and they always have to go, no, in Australian. A game costs $110 Australian, you know? It makes no sense. What's the point of using dollars if you're just going to make up all the amounts? Goofy-ass dollary-doos. Canadian dollars? Yeah. Italics. My stomach is growling. Can you guys hear that? He'd be going off a little bit. He's saying, give me some food, motherfucker. Don't worry, buddy. After stream, we'll eat. Don't worry, buddy. We'll make it. Why is he so noisy? He's never this noisy, though. He's goofing off. I'm like, be serious right now, bro, you know? Is it called a loony because it has a loon on it? Isn't that a type of bird? I'm completely shooting in the dark. But like that would be fun. Tim's is better than Dunkin'. I've never had Tim Hortons. I always hear good things, but again, I've never had it, so I can't really cast judgment. Like, I'm sure it's fine. Tim's is mid. Uh-oh. You have some dissension in the ranks. A little bit of dissent in the ranks. Again, I've never had it, so I can't have an opinion, but I've heard both good and bad things about Tim Hortons. Is British? Oh no. You didn't have to out yourself like that. Someone who's British, do you ever get, like, tired of everyone taking the piss out of you all the time? Because I feel like if I was British, I would also be like, damn, everyone really fucking hates my guts. Be fucked up a lot of places, so it's fair. Well, that's kind of why Americans, I'm okay with people shitting on us too. So in that way, we are comrades. I don't really know what I'm doing about the gun, so I'm kind of ignoring it. We'll get there. Love me some good American slander? Yeah, it kind of rules. Like, if someone from, like, basically anywhere in South or Latin America, or the Middle East wants to take the piss out of America, it's like, yeah, pop off, you know? He has a gun? Yeah, it's on his shoulder. Goes pew pew pew. Don't know what to do about it, so I'm ignoring it right now. I mean, I think this like connector point you could probably safely say is silver. Been like the barrel. But I don't really know about like the body. Like maybe I'll make the body black. Maybe red. I don't know. I'm scared. Speaking of red, and I know I talked about it already, but I'm really happy with the way the red turned out on that Tech Marine. He looks so good. His little red parts. Maryland Schlander? I have only met one person from Maryland ever. And they're pretty chill, so honestly, yeah, Maryland gets a pass from me. Also, you guys are like right next to DC, and DC is a really nice city. I've been to DC a couple times in my life only, but I've really enjoyed it both times. So, yeah, Maryland gets a pass. Maryland gets a pass for me. Baltimore? I used to go there all the time. I had relatives that lived there. Red housing and silver barrel? Yeah, I was thinking about red. He needs another color. But I guess his cape is going to be red, so maybe the gun doesn't have to be. Maybe the gun doesn't have to be. I've been ignoring the cape too. I'm not really sure why, but I have been. Bronco work if you don't want to stand out. That's true. That's true. That's just about it with our broadsword silver. Everything else is going to be polished silver or maybe gold. This guy's pose is cool for being a big fridge. Yeah, like he's a big grab submarine, but he's got a really cool pose. He's really cool. But going back quickly to this guy, this is the red I was talking about. This kind of like very deep red. It turned out really good. I was happy with that. Specifically his knee pad and shoulder pad. I'm really happy with this guy. He looks really good, I think. I like the foot rubble, that's fun. Yeah. Yeah, it might be one of the reds I start using going forward. It's specifically Flesh Terror's red, which we will use on Torgaradon's cape here. Yeah, Flesh Terror's red, it dries a bit glossy for some reason, but that's okay. This cable is making this kind of annoying, but that's alright as well. We'll get there. had to get kind of intricate with trying to not get the paint on other things, so I had to hold it real close to my face, but we're okay now. It's not the end of the world if I get red on something, I just don't want to do it too much. Not too much. The fewer mistakes you make is always good. You can fix any mistake. Always, always, always you can fix any mistake. But it's still, you know, it doesn't mean you can just make them whenever you want. It still saves time if you don't make them at all. Generally. Unless your fear of making a mistake is like paralyzing you and you're barely working, then just fucking send it. Start sending it. It'll go faster that way. But there comes a point where fixing mistakes is faster. You get like fast enough, right? Like you can paint clean enough to save yourself time. But at the start, just fucking send that shit. It'll be alright. Nergo models are good for beginners for that reason. I agree. Things that are generally more organic are way more forgiving because they have more natural skin tones. So Poxwalkers, Death Guard, let's see, what other things have I done? Skaven would be really good. Organic things. If you are in Age of Sigmar, maybe like fuck, why can't I remember their names? Like the Wood Elf, like trees and bees and stuff, they're all very organic. Tyranids. That's a big one, Tyranids. For similar reasons, Orcs. And like Space Marines, you kind of expect to be pretty clean, you know? Which isn't to say that mine are perfect. They're not. Mine often have tide marks and splotches and whatever, but like the base coats generally are clean. There's something that a lot of people like to do, and I hate it. To clarify, you're allowed to do whatever you want with your own models. Whatever you want. There's a product called Streaking Grime, and it's kind of an oil wash, and it basically makes your models look like they just fucking got hit with a dirt bomb, and I hate it. Oh, you have your pristine model like this, and then you literally cover the entire thing in Streaking Grime, and then this is just fucking dirty, and people like that. I get it. It's an aesthetic. It's like, oh man, look at him. He's so dirty, you know. He's not like some action figure. I love that they look like an action figure. I want it to be clean, pristine, right off the shelf, you know? But there's a whole, like, grim, dark kind of obsession in Warhammer, and people really like making their stuff, kind of dirty. And I don't. But I always get mad when it's like an immaculate paint job, and they said, and then this next step really brings it to the next level. First, we apply no, please don't. Please don't apply fucking 10 gallons of Streaking Grime all over your beautiful model, please. And then they do, and I get really sad. Further than the age, way further. Way, way further. But again, people are allowed to do whatever they want with their models. Personally, it's just so against my own taste that I always get sad when they do it. Like, it's like my Space Marines were just wading through a sewer, you know? And that's what they want. They want their Space Marines to look that way. And again, that's perfectly fine and acceptable. It's just completely against what I like and prefer. So it makes me very sad to see it. Speaking of sad, I have to get red in the underside of the cape way back here, and oh boy, struggling. Gonna have to go to a smaller brush. Here, give me one moment. See, it just depends, right? It just depends on your usage. Like on a Death Guard, it kind of makes sense, right? Like this. You paint all those base coats, and then you apply the streaking grime all over it, and then that's the result. But there are people that do that to like their Imperial fists. Because this looks great. It fits the Death Guard perfectly. But then they'll like take their Ultramarines and do the same thing. Yeah, like kind of like this. Like I bet before you put the streaking grime on this looked so beautiful, and now it's so dingy and all kind of one color, and it's definitely really good for the aesthetic they're going for, but that makes me so sad. It makes me so sad. But yeah, it's just my own taste. Just my own taste, that's all. Mick just tried to steal my butter. Let him live a little. Maybe he wanted some. Also, what do you mean steal my butter? Like, are you having toast? Like, butter in what context? Why do you have butter? There you got bread. Yup. Yeah, I was talking about his nice open pose, and now I'm paying for it. Because now I gotta paint the inside of this cape. And I am regretting saying his pose was awesome. Because this is a pain in my ass. I'm gonna make a lot of fucking mistakes on this, and I'll have to clean up the yellow. Because I basically am not seeing what I'm doing in there. I'm just sticking my brush into his armpit and then moving it around, hoping I'm hitting the back of the cape where it has blank spots. We're getting there. We're almost there. I've almost covered all the visible cape. We're almost there. Almost. Yep, we'll call that good. Just a little bit more on his back, and then the cape is mostly done. Is Mikola the rambunctious one? Is Millennia more chill? It kind of fits, if true. I'm just giving the outside of the cape another coat. I don't really care about the inside, but the outside can have another coat. Alright. Hello, Killjoy. How's it going? Doing alright? Nicola is more of a food fiend. They're both rambunctious. I mean, I guess that's kittens. And they're gonna be rambunctious for a while. A good while. Because again, they're kittens. That's kind of how that goes. I'm just cleaning up some of the silver bits. And now I gotta clean up a couple yellow bits. What am I painting? I'm painting Imperial Fist character Captain Tor Garadon. When I was talking about Elden Ring, Nova and her partner named their two new cats Millennia and Mikola. They are sibling kittens. That is who we are talking about. So you are forgiven for thinking we were talking Elden Ring. Because, yes, they are named after Elden Ring characters. Any other yellow I gotta clean up while I'm here? Alright, there. Oh, in the back of his head. The back of his head. Okay. There's a weird, like, dried paint nib. Get out of there. There we go. Okay. What should we move on to next? I guess the other silver. Where'd it go? I have it here somewhere. Found it. I'm painting Imperial Guards? Like Cadian infantry or what? What kind of guard are we painting? The Krieg kill team, Casterkin kill team, the new, somehow you got your hands on the new Aquilon kill team. We painting command squad, sentinels, fucking Baneblade. Give me more, Killjoy. I want to know what you're painting. Command squad? That rules. I've only painted the Castellan in my command squad. I need to get on it. I have so much guard that I haven't painted. Journey before destination. Never forget. So that's important about how quickly you paint and just that you do it, you know? Easy for me to say as the guy who needs to paint 7 trillion models, but that's what I believe. I also gotta paint your Baneblade. You do have a Baneblade. How did I know? A Baneblade is one of those things that I would love to have one day, but I'm so just like existentially terrified of that thing. Fucking Baneblade. Gym time? Let's go. Though I guess I was really scared of painting Ingron, and we did that this week, so... you know? Maybe it's time to not be scared. I'm still really happy with the way Ingron came out. He looks so good. Oh, I missed the underside of his arm with yellow. Goofy me. Sorry, I'm painting like this little wrist-mounted targeting thing, and it's really tiny, so I have to get it real up in my face to get it. Gold. He doesn't have too much gold on him, I don't think, anyway. Oh, there was a spot with the silver that I missed. Hello, I picked up crocheting. Avispa, that is so awesome. That is so awesome that you've picked up crocheting. Based in grandma maxing. That rules. Do I have any Age of Sigmar? Some. I have Skaven, Stormcast, a little bit of Nighthaunt, a little bit of OC Bone Reapers. That's kind of it for Age of Sigmar. My mom knits, though it's been a while since she's made me anything. I have a scarf that she probably made me 8 or 9 years ago. Not that I'm ever gonna have an opportunity to use it now that I'm in the damn desert, but I still have it. Already past your prime, time to pick up crocheting. Are you part of the hag tuber trend? Are you like 30 plus? Because apparently that means you're 1 foot in the grave, which means I'm real close. It's just about over for me. Caradon Overlords? Those are really interesting. The Caradon. They're interesting. He's got like a lightning bolt or something on his shoulder that I'm gonna try to pick out in gold and not get it everywhere. Was I successful? Mostly. That's kind of it for the gold. He doesn't have a lot. Oh, the clasp on his cape. I wanted to get that. He's got a clasp right here at his waist. The other clasp is underneath the shield, so I don't really have to worry about it. Okay, let's keep at it. We're not super close at running out of time, but I gotta make sure I don't dally, because again, I don't have that much time. I got about another 50 minutes. But we're just about done base coating. Shading is really fast. Then we put on peanut butter, and then we're done. You guys know the steps, the pipeline by now. I'm still so happy with Angron, guys. I know not too many of y'all were actually here to see me finish it, but he looks so good. He looks so good. I took all my other World Eaters models out of the closet, and I based all of my blood letters, and now I put them up there with Angron. He has like a big force up there with him now. It looks really cool. He might not love them, but he is their father, so that counts for something. He has this weird like little rope thing, so I'm making sure to pick that out. I think you can see it from the back, so I gotta make sure to get it there too. Okay, let's do the gun. Let's do the gun. His carabiner? Yeah, it kinda... I don't know, it's like a little thing. What is that? It's got like a little spike. Oh, it has like... It actually does have like a little carabiner. I gotta pick that out. In metal. Like, this bit. Right. Didn't get enough paint. Why? Mr. Paint, why aren't you sticking? You evil, evil, evil motherfucker. And now it flooded that yellow detail. That is so evil. I'll come back to it. I'll come back to it. Oh, of course not sticking, dumbass. You just put wet skeleton horde on it. Am I fucking stupid? I just put paint on it. Of course it's not gonna stick. Okay, the gun. I think I'm just gonna use Grim Black and cover the whole thing. Because it's a different shade of black than the other black. It covers a lot less well, so it's not gonna cover all the detail when I use it. And I think that's what we're gonna do. Grim Black. The old Grim Black, the Speed Paint 1.0 version of Grim Black, was very bad. However, this 2.0 version is quite nice. I like it a lot. So I'm trying to remember not to have my prejudices against it and to just use the dang thing because it's way better than it used to be. See, you covered up real quick. You still get to see all the details. And we'll pick out some of the metallic, like the Aquila, once it's dry. I think I'm also going to use this color on like the ribbed tubing, like this. Because it fills in the recesses very, very epically. I love when I spin a model at an angle that I hadn't looked at it in a while and realized there was a whole angle of something that I completely just didn't paint. That's so fun for me. I love it, actually. It's so freaking awesome. Like when you look at him like right here in this angle and you notice back here I didn't paint the backside of the backpack yellow. You can see it. It's primer right there. That rules. That's so awesome. I love that I've never once held the model from that angle, so I had no way of seeing it. I would just have to have known to do it. Awesome. I'm elated. This is about to be annoying. One of my least favorite things to paint. Cables. They are round and typically you have a whole 360 degrees to cover. They are so annoying. And the worst is when it's two cables like this that are bound together. So you have to be really careful to only hit the one that you want. Cables are very, very annoying. People who paint hazard stripes on their cables are mentally ill. That is so fucking annoying to have to do that. And people do it. A lot of people paint hazard stripes on their cables. I'll pass on that. Safety signage is badass. It is. I bet our friend who was here earlier, who was doing his Dornian Heresy Iron Warriors, and it was all about painting hazard stripes. That's part of their official color scheme. Hazards. Look how fun this is. Look at the angle in here under his fist. You see the cable in there? Wow, I have to get that? Oh, that's so fun for me. Thank you. What's that? Just reach it from the other side? But you see, it's tied to another cable, so my brush can't reach around from the bottom or anything. I don't have to hit that much of it. I don't have to hit that much of it. It's okay. Then there's like this one. That's not so bad. This little guy. Breathe into your brushstrokes. I tend not to breathe at all when I do stuff like that. I just hold it in. I take a deep breath and then just steady yourself. The breathing is too much movement. It's like a fucking sniper who will take one really big breath before they really sight in. You take one big breath and then you just go completely still. Also, can't forget this. There's one tiny cable in his armpit. You see it? Right here. Can't forget that. Got red on his fucking shield. Oops. We'll fix that later. Might as well do his eyes right now. Alrighty, eyeball time. Not bad. It looks better from the front. I'll show you guys once I have both of them done. Second one was a little sloppier. But we just have to clean up the rims around his eyes just a little bit, but not terrible, and all things considered. And I think I'll do it now. Things I gotta clean up. The shield, because I just got red on it. His tilt shield. The gift of sight. I know. Truly is one of the Emperor's greatest miracles. The thing that's hilarious about the Emperor is they worship him as a deity, but he's not like a creator god. You know, they don't say the Emperor created humanity, only that he made them better. That, you know, he shepherded them from the darkness. He's like a god who didn't really do any godly things. Well, that's not necessarily true. He did a lot of crazy shit, but like, I don't know. He's weird. The Emperor of Man. He's a little freak. A little freaklet. I also want to clean up the fist on his shoulder. with a little bit of white. So like Jesus, but God? No. Because the Emperor was like a scientist and a philosopher and a warrior, and he was like good at all of those things. What did he do? A lot of his stuff was science related. He abolished religion, ironically. He advanced human science centuries. He united Earth under one banner for the first time ever. He committed genocide. He created a race of super soldiers, used them to unify the planet, and then when they were done, he used his new super soldiers to kill the old ones. The first batch was a bit too unruly. They were called the Thunder Warriors. He used them to pacify all of humanity on Earth and unify them in the Great Terran Unification. And then when he was done, the Space Marines had been created, and they were better than the Thunder Warriors. And he summoned all the Thunder Warriors to a big summit to congratulate them for helping him unify humanity, and they were all gunned down and killed to a man by the Space Marines. That looks a little bit better on his shoulder there. A little bit cleaner, a little bit, just a little bit. I need to clean it up again with black, because now the black is patchy. Let's get another color. He has a little cable right up here. And we're gonna paint that one green, because that's fun. This is orc flesh for reference. It's just a nice mid-tone green. Because it's a cable, you gotta make sure you hit all 360 degrees in the round fucking shape. Awesome. See, it's just another little pop of color up there. When you see, look at him at this angle from the front, you're like, oh look, that's kind of interesting. He's got a little bit green, a little bit green on there. I think I'm gonna be brave. I don't even remember how this paint works. I'm gonna really shake this actually, because it's been sitting a really long time. He's got a little wrist scanner, and I'm gonna put some of this Tesseract glow in there and see what happens. I don't remember how this paint behaves. It's very watery, but he's got like a little screen, you see? And I'm just gonna plop some of this in there. Oh. Oh. This is like a very neon paint. See? If you look in there now, it looks like a glow stick in there now. That's kind of fun. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with these. With these cables? What the hell am I doing with those? I'm just gonna ignore them. And instead do the Aquila on the gun. Why is this so watery? I just dried my brush. Why was that so watery? It just spread everywhere instantly. I'll dry my brush a third time. You know what? I'll mix the paint. Maybe the paint was separated. That might have been it. It might have been slightly separated. One red, one blue. That's not a bad idea. There we go. That's better. Okay. I don't know if I want to make one red. He already has a lot of red cables, but honestly, that means it would match the theme. But then what do I make the second one? Blue? Is that too many colors? I don't know. You don't want too much. You don't want too much. We'll make one of them red, though. Again, it's very fun. You have to make sure you get every single angle with a cable like this. It's so fun. And the paint flow is like a motherfucker because it's very smooth. And it's just a mess. I hate doing cables. They look good though, cables. I don't know what it is about them. They do look good. I just think red and blue is a nice cable. You're right. No, you're not wrong. It's just like I don't want to like overdo it. I don't want to overdo it. Because then he would have red, yellow, and blue. And it's like, is he a printer? Maybe. Maybe the answer is yes, he is. Regardless, we have to think on it, because I have to wait for that red to dry before I apply any other color to the second one. Apply some primer color on this because that is going to be a color because it's like a little sensor. I'm just going to paint that other little antenna black because when in doubt, paint it black. When in doubt, always, always, always. It'll fade away. People won't even look at it if you paint something black, which is why it's so hard to paint like a black Space Marine because the details disappear. So then the struggle isn't to get it to look black. The struggle is to pick out all the details so that they don't fade away. It's hard. Honestly, I'm going to paint the other one black too. I painted it gold, but that's too distracting. So you paint black backwards. The base coating takes 1 second, and it's the highlighting that takes forever because you don't even really shade black. You can't. It's already as dark as it gets. He's got like a little screen. Then I'm just gonna paint this like blue-gray color, like kind of a sky, a pale sky color, like this. This little orb guy. It's like a little screen. And I'm gonna do the same with this one. Because it makes it look kind of like glass, or like an ocular of some description. He has one on his helmet too. So see up there on his backpack. It is a nice nondescript color to throw up there. Fuck it, I guess we're painting that other one blue. What blue? Or maybe just gray. I don't know. I don't want it to be too distracting. It's just a cable on the back side of the model. You don't want it to be too much. Where is it? There it is. Second try. When you find a paint you're looking for on the second try, always fun. We're just gonna go with the dark gray. It's just nondescript, inoffensive. This is Basilicanum Standard Gray. Thank you. The Imperial Basilicas never miss. It's kind of like Gravelord Gray, but it dries much darker. It goes on looking very similar, though. Speaking of Gravelord, we're going to have to crack that out here in a moment. And start doing the rampart that he's standing on. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, this color. So we haven't just about done base coating. We just have to do shading. There's some yellow that I was fixing up that I gotta quickly put on, and then we'll do the Gravelord, and then we'll do shading, and then he'll be done. Well, peanut butter. I got half hour. Oh, that's plenty of time. We got it. We can finish him. We can finish him. We just have to lock in. Just make sure we get it. While I'm at it, I can hit that spot that I never hit in the back. That no one will ever see. Anywhere else that I need to fix with this yellow while I'm at it. Like maybe a tiny spot I didn't hit or something. Not particularly. Thank God for that. Okay. Gravelord. Let's get to it. Where is it? There it is. And it's just gonna go all over this thing. So that's what Gravelord is good at. Rocks, concrete. Yellow shading time. He's about to look way better. Every time I do this, they always look way better afterwards. Every time. I should shut this real nice and shake it before I do anything. My Cassandra yellow likes to pee on me, so I have to really make sure it is shut before I do anything. Just want to cover all of the yellow with this, just make sure it's not pooling anywhere where I don't want it to. But again, I know you guys know how this step goes. You've seen me do it a dozen times. See if you compare this leg with the other one, how much richer it looks, and you can just pick out all the panels better. I love this step. You almost do all the other work so that you can get here. And then we gotta shade the metallics too after this. But that's not a big deal. Yellow looks crispy. Thank you. Eons of Battle. Actual Eons of Battle? Or guy who's just named Eons of Battle? It is the Nick and Jay from Eons of Battle. That's awesome, actually. I love y'all's channel. I'm sure you get that a lot. But you guys are great. I don't know how you put out so much content. And I know you always have more to say. Watching Twitch and stop by, well, I appreciate it. We're finishing up Tor Garadon, if that isn't obvious. I'm in the shading stage. Just doing my Cassandra yellow all over. Camera. Thank you for gifting Eons of Battle. Whoever did it, thank you. I don't know how y'all paint so fast, though, over at Eons. It's gonna take me just about 2 hours to complete Tor Garadon. You guys are like, yeah, finish this whole squad. It's about 2 hours. Got my whole squad of Black Templars done. I think it might just be a brush control diff. Maybe a confidence diff. Oh, I need to shade his helmet. Don't let me forget. Don't let me forget. Is there any spot I missed? Okay, well, there's that. Cassandora, please close. There we go. Okay. Now I'm looking for blinding light. I just seen it. There it is. And again, you guys know how I shade white. I just use speed paint blinding light and apply it thinly over white, so I just get some definition on the helmets. Camera, I see you. Let's focus up, huh, buddy? Thank you. Okay, and now metallics. Good lord. Well, just gotta get to it. I'm happy I found that Warpaint's Fanatic shader pack. The dark tone is nice. Especially because I can't ever find fucking Nuln Oil anywhere. Looking for Nuln Oil for so long, guys. It's like my past 4 visits. Like, what am I gonna do at the base? Probably just texture paste tuft. I don't base my army that complexly. I just have like a jar of Vallejo peanut butter, and just throw some Gamer Graphs tufts on there, usually. If I wanted to take it, I guess, another notch up, I could dry brush the base, but I'm lazy with my bases. I have too many guys to put that much effort in besides just texture basing them, you know? Camera, I hate you so much. I'm not changing my magnification. I'm staying mostly in frame. You're so evil. Do you guys struggle keeping your cameras in focus? I know editing is everything, but I always struggle to stay in focus. Anywhere that I missed. My dark tone that needs it. Okay. Reichland. There it is. Any other gold bits? Ah, the gun. The Aquila. Camera. I saw you. And the clasp of the cape at the waist. That's all the Reichland. Actually, the rope could probably get it. There we go. Well, I mean, besides a couple touch-ups, he's basically done. I just have to do the base, which I guess that starts now. Peanut butter time. I did it again. Guys, every time, I talk about it every time at this point. I pick up the jar of peanut butter and then I shake it. I do it every time at this point. I don't have to do that at all. Okay, time to get a grody brush or peanut butter brush. Got a little bit too much water in the brush. I'll have to do another small coat. But it's fun. It is fun. I like applying the peanut butter. It's satisfying. However, I always make a mess. Because I want to get it all the way to the rim. And it's always like, well, now I got to clean my base rim off, you know? Because it wouldn't make any sense if the front of this thing didn't have peanut butter on it. But now it's like the base rim's like a mess. Big mess. That's alright, I'll wipe it off. Peanut butter has a pretty long working time. I'm gonna swap to a newer brush that has a tip. The topic of peanut butter, crunchy or smooth? Smooth. I know some people swear by crunchy peanut butter, but that is yucky. Crunchy peanut butter is yucky. Without a doubt. There we go, that's much better. Getting a newer brush. Camera, I see you. Yep, that's right, focus up, King. We're almost done. More that I missed. Nope. Crunchy is vastly superior. Elaborate. Besides just hearing your opinion, I want to hear you justify it. Elaborate. Why is crunchy superior? Let's hear it. I've never once heard someone say why. They just say, it's better. Okay, but why? A little bit of water on this. just cleaning off the base rim a little bit. It doesn't need to be perfect, but just a little bit. Alrighty, Black Legion time. Where'd it go? Nope. Not here. So you would get stuck to the roof of your mouth if you do that. You can scoop it out with a spoon as a snack. You can absolutely do that with smooth peanut butter. Are you insane? People do that all the time with smooth peanut butter. I need a new Black Legion. Mine's getting really low. I see you, water droplet. Be gone. We're gonna make good time. My show is in 55 minutes. We're gonna finish with plenty of time to spare. You have high hopes for the movie? I've heard it's good. For reference, I'm seeing Transformers 1. I've heard basically only good things except for IGN, and IGN never has a good opinion. So yeah, that's fine. Okay, last touch, Tufts. Oh, dang it. Did I come back to the end? Yup. We're putting on Tufts. But don't forget, there's always a VOD or an archive. youtube.com/ReeserRatArchive. At least I think that's the URL. I'm bad. I don't even know. Okay, well, I can't touch the base rim because it's wet, but there's Torgaradon, all done, with his Tufts and his Gravelord Gray, and his colors, and yeah. Here's him compared to the guy that I did yesterday that you guys didn't see because I did it off stream. But see, I'm getting pretty good at being consistent. Their armor finish is the same. But yeah, Torgaradon. He looks really good. One of the very few Imperial Fist characters in plastic. One of the other ones I have is Fafnir Ron, but that guy is a ridiculous model. He's so detailed. I don't know if I want to do him yet. But yeah, that's Torgaradon. Tor, get in frame. Thank you. I guess I'll take out a couple more guys so we can look at them with a little group. Tufts away. Don't knock the camera. Oh, I'm gonna. Scooch. There we go. Almost knocked that bee over. Okay. I just grabbed a few guys. I grabbed one of the veterans with the bolter. I grabbed Terminator with autocannon or assault cannon, and I grabbed Captain and Gravis armor. So like the Captain and Gravis, they're honestly similar. They're both Captains and Gravis armor. But let's zoom back in. Tor has a darker cape. He's got a different silhouette. They're both similar. Tor has his own rules because he's named. You can see the similarities. They're both Captains and Gravis. I still wish that Tor had a decal shoulder pad. I just don't like the way this came out. I almost want to like fucking rip the shoulder pad off and find him a blank one and put a decal on it. Wolfram, thank you for the 10 gifted. Oh my goodness. I do like the dark red cape. It separates him from this guy who has the bright red cape. I do like the bright red too, though. We have him here with the Assault Terminator. Or not the Assault Terminator, the Terminator with Assault Cannon. Again, the yellow finish. Again, I'm getting really consistent at it. They all look the same, which is good. Which is good. Goofy Terminator. I love Terminators. To make up for when Twitch was bugging and wouldn't let me gift, appreciate it. And then just a normal, well not a normal, but an honor to the chapter veteran. Just a little guy. Yeah. I'm really happy with how all my fists are coming along. I'm happy with how they are coming along. Makes him look higher status. Yeah, I think he's technically like captain of the first or second company, so he is higher status. New guy is wide. Yeah, he's a big bitch. But I'll put all these guys back, and then we'll figure out if I'm rating anyone. I'm still like over the moon about how this guy turned out. He looks so good. I love this guy. And you want to know why he turned out really good? Because I did him off stream. That's just jokesies. Okay, back we go, friends. In your places. That's one more fist that we have done. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fists and a dreadnought. And that's all of them painted after that. Isn't that crazy? 6. Six fists and a dreadnought, and then all of them are done. However, we do have the 10 Phobos Marines in the mail, so yeah. But I have six more infantry or characters or heroes or whatever, and then the Daredale Dreadnought, and then all of our fists are painted until those Phobos Marines show up. I wonder if I can finish them all in time. That Daredale is going to take 10 years. But I'm not going to go back to Big Reese or anything. I'm just going to go raid. Thank you everybody for the gifts and for talking and for hanging out. I appreciate it, as is normal. I'm gotta go wash my hands and eat and then go to the movies. Who am I reading? Okay, go see Sleepy Witch, guys. It's been a while since we got post-stream Big Reese. I'm just lazy. It's not really worth setting it up, you know? But, bye everybody. Go into this screen now. Goodbye. Goodbye.